I'm J-Naps. This is my breakdown and predictions for UFC Abu Dhabi, Cory Sandhagen versus Umar Nurmagomedov. That fight just showed that Sean O'Malley can kill. Both of these guys. We'll talk about that. Let's get on to the first fight of the card. Sedriques Dumas versus Denis Tiuliulin. I picked Denis Tiuliulin to win this fight. And he landed a nice knee to start off the round, but Dumas gets Tiuliulin's back, and it looked like that was the whole story of this fight, and it was basically that. In the second round, it was basically the same thing. Dumas was on Tiuliulin's back, he was kneeing his leg, and Keith got kind of tired of it. He was like, no nonsense. Keith was like, nah, bro, there's no activity here, let's get up. Broke them off when they were in the clinch, and in the third round, it was Tiuliulin's first time even going to a third round since 2022. Dumas gets a takedown, gets reversed. Tiuliulin gets on top. They get back up. Dumas tries to take Tiuliulin down. Finally, Tiuliulin gets his own takedown, but it was a little too late. And Dumas gets the win. He needed the win, though. He's been going through a lot. His coach showed up for his fight and has brain cancer. His grandpa has like six months to live. His house burnt down, and it was his daughter's birthday, and he missed it. He missed it just training for this fight and being on the road. So I'm happy for him, man. He needed a win. He's been going through a lot. Good win by Sedriques Dumas. On to the next fight of the card, we have Jai Country Bear Herbert, Black Country Bear Herbert, whatever, versus Rolando Bedoya. I picked Jai Herbert to win this fight. In the first round, Bedoya was spamming leg kicks, just kicking the hell out of Jai Herbert's leg. But Jai Herbert cracks Bedoya with a nasty right. Bedoya keeps kicking Jai's leg, and you see like the redness on it. But Jai's hands is just electric, and you can tell he's just faster than the Bedoya in there. In the second round, you can see the damage on Jai's eye, but nothing. He's just there. He's just there tagging up Bedoya and finding the range really well. Bedoya looked kind of like lost in there, like he didn't know where he wanted to take this fight. Like if he wanted to take it to the ground or keep standing, and to be honest, he was just losing the striking exchanges. Even though he was tagging Jai, but it just looked like Jai had the more cleaner strikes. He was just out there throwing his jab really clean and tagging him, and you could see the reaction from Bedoya. In the third round, Bedoya tries to go for a takedown in the clinch, but he gets tripped by Jai. They get back up, but Jai just kept popping his jab, and Bedoya's a tough guy, but Jai's just his quickness and his striking just won him this fight. He used his length very well. Nice boxing. Good one by Jai Herbert. He really needed that. Next fight on the card. Viktoriia Dudakova versus Sam Hughes. I picked Dudakova to win this fight. In the first round, she gets taken down by Sam Hughes, and they both got back up. And you can tell this fight was not going to be Dudakova just cruising. Hughes was bringing the fight to her, but Dudakova was landing nasty knees and had some combos in the first round. Both girls were going at each other. Second round starts, and it was basically like the same thing. Both of these girls swinging at each other. Dudakova goes for a takedown and gets full guard, but Dudakova lets her back up, and they get back to striking, and Dudakova tries to go for another takedown after, but Hughes stuffs it. And you can tell just like Hughes, her pressure and her striking was like kind of breaking Dudakova. Like Dudakova didn't know like this was like the fight that was coming on her. And Dudakova goes for like another takedown, gets it, but Hughes lands on top to end the round. And at this point, it's like 1-1. And then it's a really close fight in the third round. Both girls are just swinging, but Hughes gets on top of Dudakova. She gets her own takedown. Dudakova tries to like roll out of the takedown, but she gets on top. And whatever, Hughes finishes the round on top, and Hughes really won this fight with just her pressuring, her striking, her just, denying Dudakova on the ground. It was a really close fight. They gave this fight to Sam Hughes. Good win by Sam Hughes, prospect killer right there, and yeah, it was a good fight. I really liked this fight. Both ladies were trying to like swing it at each other. On to the next fight of the card, we have Guram Kutateladze versus Jordan Vucenic. I picked Guram to win this fight, but Guru's boy was up a weight class and was fighting on short notice. And looking like a whole 2K player out here with these tattoos. I don't know how you have that many tattoos. When you're on the Cage Warriors, he must... I don't know. Must be selling something, but I don't know. But he lands a nasty straight right on Guram and drops Guram in the first round and stays on top of him the entire round. So he won that first round. But in the second round, you know Guram, he's not gonna... He's not no shit show, man. Guram goes for a takedown. Jordan tries to like roll out of it. And he does. They get back into striking. Guram throws nasty elbows when they broke out of the clinch. But they get stopped in that, you know, it stops because of a head clash. You could tell Guram was like kind of hurt from the head clash. But, you know, after a couple seconds, he ate that up. And Guram gets his takedown to end the second round. 1-1 going into the third. I don't know what Jordan's quartermans are saying. They said he was up to 2 rounds, which I didn't believe that. I don't know what's up with these cornermen lately. Just giving, like, you should always try and make your fighter fight like a hard fight. Don't even tell him that he's up a round or he's up 2. But Jordan goes for a takedown, but Guram is quick and he's super has amazing takedown defense. Let's be honest. Guram has amazing takedown defense, and Jordan has Guram up in the cage, and he's trying to get his back, but he slips. Guram like slips him off his back, and Guram gets on top. Jordan tries to slip off Guram, tries to slip Guram off his back. But Guram's so strong that he pulls him in. He gets the body triangle hooks in. And Guram wins this fight, man. But Jordan did look good. I would like to see him in his weight class at featherweight. He looked good. He looked good for a short notice fight. Guru's boy knows what he's doing in there. On to the next fight of the card, we have Shamil Gaziev versus Dontale. I picked up Blobby. Tracy Lucas' boy gets a takedown and just used his stomach blob to suffocate Mays. And that was basically the whole fight. And that was the whole first round right there. The second round, both guys are swinging. And when the blob tries to go for a takedown, Mays grabs this man's shorts. And whatever... Keith gave him a warning there, said don't do that. And whatever. The whole round, basically, Shamil the Blob Gaziev had this man in the cage. It's really hard for these heavyweights, bro, when you're only skilled in one thing. Because in the third round, Shamil gets a takedown. It wasn't even like a takedown. It just looked like he forced himself onto Mays, and they both go into the ground, and the Blob just stays there the entire round. And Mays not knowing how to get up or just, get out of the clinch, he just loses this fight. But good job by Lucas Tracy's boy. Blam gets the win. On to the next fight of the card. Finally a finish. I picked Abu Dhabi's niggas. I picked Yahya, Muhammad Yahya, their guy, and I was super wrong. Super wrong. This guy did not know what the heck he was doing in there. In the first round, Cain Fernandez is kicking the living crap out of this man's leg. Super duper hard. You can see that there's lumps on his leg. They look like a tumor already was forming. And then all of a sudden, Fernandez lands a 1-2 on Yahya, and that man drops. And the Abu Dhabi's only fighter gets wrecked. Great win by Freddie Mercury. He went out there and just showed what he got. And yeah, on to the next fight of the card. Second finish of the night. We have Azamat Musakhov versus Alonzo Menefield. I picked Azamat. In the first round, Azamat is landing great jabs, big knees. He's just going after Menefield, and Menefield's there just like eating all that up. Menefield has a chin. I'll give him that. He has a hell of a chin. But he wasn't like bringing the fight to Azamat. Azamat was doing everything in the first round. Just knees, uppercuts. In the second round, Azamat lands more uppercuts and just throwing super hard shots at Menefield. And Menefield's just eating them. Menefield actually lands his own uppercut. But there was a point in this fight where Musakhov looked tired. And then all of a sudden, this man lands a nasty left hand and a right hook, and Menefield falls. And the follow-up punches from Azamat were crazy nasty. A 1-2. And the Black Pat Berry was pretty much done. He has a great chin, but man, he wasn't really bringing the fight to Azamat. Azamat just looked like he wanted to win more. And somebody give Azamat a ranked opponent, please, man. He had a great post-fight interview, too. I'll give him that. But somebody give this man a ranked opponent, man. He's literally just killing guys, bro. Undefeated as well, too. Like, and he said he wanted to be on a main card. He deserves to be on a main card. He's undefeated, and he's just wrecking guys left and right. So, good win by Azamat Musakhov. We're going to the third finish of this fight right here, and I think it's the last one. So, Joel Alvarez versus Elvis Brenner. I picked Joel Alvarez in the first round. Joel Alvarez looks super crispy, and the size advantage in this weight class is crazy. 6'3" for lightweight, and he landed a nice right and had a standing guillotine, but he couldn't finish it. But he was landing head kicks, jumping knees. He had a couple shots to the body, and then finally to end the round, he had Elvis Brenner in a Darce choke. He couldn't finish it, but in the second round, Brenner's trying to like get himself into this fight. He lands a couple body shots. The pace of the fight was a little slower, but that's because Alvarez was really trying to like look for something to finish him. Eventually, he does. Alvarez is really just a sniper, man. He's really a sniper. In the third round, he's kicking Brenner in the legs, tagging Brenner up, lands a nasty left hand, and starts spamming knees as soon as he saw Brenner was hurt. And then Brenner just falls to the ground. Good finish by Joel Alvarez. People forget, man. He's really good. People forget, man. He's really good. Like 21-3 with a 100% finish rate. And the man calls out Bobby Green. He says he wants to get a ranked fighter. And he calls out Bobby Green. Bobby Green ain't ranked anymore, buddy. I don't know. Give him a ranked fighter. I don't want to see him against Bobby Green. But someone a little bit better than Bobby Green, because Bobby Green, he needs some time off, man. He needs some time off. But on to the next fight of the card. We got the Gooner fight. The Gooner fight. Mackenzie Dern. Oh, shoot. Mackenzie Dern versus Lupi Gordinas. The Mackenzie. Oh, my God. This fight kind of like took me off a bit. The Gooner fight was pretty good. It was decent. Dern was just throwing at the air in the first round. She was just throwing punches in the air. Lupi gets a takedown, but lets her back up because she's like, what am I doing? Grappling with this girl. She's a really good grappler. Gordinas had the cleaner strikes and had the crisp boxing. And just Dern, she's like, her way of striking is like flaring punches at you, and she's gonna hit some, but they're not as clean. She does get a takedown, goes straight into mount, and gets an arm bar. to end the round, but there was nothing. She wasn't gonna finish it. In the second round, Lupi's using her Mexican boxing skills really well, jabbing up Dern, throwing her off her feet, dropped her. But you can see the improvement in Dern's striking a little bit. I gotta give her that. But you know, Lupi goes for a takedown, and she also had like a standing arm triangle to end the round. Like, it was definitely 1-1 going into the third round. But this is where like, I don't know, bro. The judges, I don't know if they're gooners as well. But going into the third round, Lupi starts off really good. She even clipped Dern on the feet. Dern goes for a takedown, but Lupi gets out of it. And they go back up, and she's still striking with her. Like, Lupi's still striking with her, using her boxing very well. And Dern gets to the cage, and she gets Dern into the cage and lands some good knees, too. Like, they were both striking, but they, you know, to end the round, they both get up to the cage, and Lupi's there landing some good knees and tagging up Dern on the cage. And they give this fight to Dern, and I'm just like, what? You can't give this fight to Dern? Like, in my opinion, I thought it was a robbery. I think they just gave it to Dern because she has that cake back there that's, you know, that everybody likes. It was a close fight, though. I just thought Lupi won. She was more crisp on the feet. She got out of Dern's, like, troubles in the takedowns. And, you know, Dern's not really, like, she's not crazy on the feet, bro. She's not going to kill you on the feet. And I really thought Lupi won this fight, man. I'm coping off this fight a little, but not so much because Dern has that cake back there. But whatever, we gotta cope for this one. This fight right here. Take out your tissue. I literally took out my tissues because I was like, damn, bro. Tony Ferguson versus Michael Chiesa. I picked Chiesa to win this fight. Tony gives up his back. Chiesa gets the body triangle, and he gets Tony's neck. Tony taps. It was literally so quick and sad. It was like so depressing to see this man just submit Tony Ferguson like that. And respect to Chiesa for giving Tony some time on the mic, because we all thought it was his time. We all saw this man took out the gloves, and I was like, oh my gosh. Is he gonna retire? It's so hard to see the downfall of Tony Ferguson. It really hurts. But this man doesn't call it a career. He literally tells DC, I'm gonna put this glove down and take the other one back home, and I'm gonna talk to my kids and wife. I'm like, brother, you should have just retired here. Like, I know the CTE is hit this man super hard, and this is the type of guy that he can't live without fighting. Like, think about it. What is Tony Ferguson going to do without training and fighting? Like, you could train just to train, but this man lives to fight, bro. But the CTE is hitting him too hard, man. He should have retired here, but hopefully he retires, man. I just don't want to. It's hard to see this man just dismantle his career like freaking like BJ Penn did, bro. It's just sad. Whatever. On to the next fight of the card. This really cooked up the card right here. This man cooked up. We got Marlon Vera versus Deiveson Figueiredo. I picked Figgy to win this fight. Figgy just shows, man, that there's not level to this because Vera, Vera's good, but he's not really that good. But in the first round, Figgy takes Vera down, and they both get back up. They're both landing. Vera's landing like a couple nice leg kicks on him. Goes for a jumping knee, and Figgy takes down Vera to end the round. No. It was I don't remember. Whatever. In the second round, though, Marlon's stuffing all of Figgy's takedowns, bro. Every single one. And at this point, and it was kind of slow in the second round, but they were still tagging each other on the feet. I think Marlon had stuffed 3 takedowns in that second round, bro. And they were both landing. Well, Figgy was landing good shots. Vera was landing a good couple body shots. And at the end of the round, Figgy was kind of complaining because Vera had like tagged him after the bell. But you know it was 1-1 going into the third round, and these guys came to scrap in that third round. Tagging each other on the feet. Vera, Figgy is just there, like, bringing the fight to Vera, bro. Like, throwing nasty body shots, kicks. Vera's just there trying to land some leg kicks and stuff. He stuffs, like, a couple more takedowns from Figgy. But Figgy's just there. They're both it was a scrap. It was a nice third round. But Figgy won that fight. And shows that, man, you should really give him a title shot. Because we're going to talk about the main event. But, dude, give Figgy a title shot, man. 3-0 in bantamweight. This man's on the rise right now. And he's killing guys. Give that man a title shot against O'Malley, bro. But, on to the co-main. We have Nurmagomedov versus Vucenic. I picked Shara to win. First round, Shara starts off the fight with kicks. You know, he's like a real nice kickboxer. This inbred is really nice at kicking. I'll give him that. But Vucenic is not a puss and was bringing the fight to this man and said, well, Vucenic told that he's a tough mofo. He's a tough mofo. He lands a left straight, dropping Shara, but Shara throws a nice elbow and cuts his man over the eye. But there was a nice scrappy first round. In the second round, though, like, Michal Vucenic was just walking Shara down. He was just like, I'm here to fight you, bro. And I really loved it. I love that he was here just to, like, show Shara, like, yo, there's levels to this. Even though Shara won this fight. But he kind of, like, exposed Shara. Like, he was backing him up. Shara was still throwing, like, crazy kicks. And he landed more elbows on Oleksiejczuk, whatever. Keep fucking up with these man's last names, but whatever. But, he, you know, Michel's just still walking him down, bro. And, you know, he grabs his leg, drops him, and takes his back to end the round. But in the third round, Shara's just grooving, using his kicks really well. And you could tell Oleksiejczuk was kind of tired. He lands Shara lands a really nice side kick on Oleksiejczuk's head. But, bro, Michal just still bringing him the fight, eating whatever the hell Shara throws at him. And Oleksiejczuk gets his own takedown. And whatever, they get back up and start just throwing at the end. It was a great fight. I like this fight a lot. Michal Oleksiejczuk really kind of exposed Shara. Like, I feel like if Shara faced a better grappler with better striking than Oleksiejczuk, not even better striking, like maybe the same type of striking, but just like more power in his shots where he can hurt him. Shara definitely got exposed here. Great fight though. Michal Oleksiejczuk, Michael Oleksiejczuk, whatever you say his name, fighting on short notice. He showed up. He looked pretty good out there, but great win by Shara. This man decides to call out Nick Diaz. Why? Why are you calling out Nick Diaz? This man is like, whatever, bro. I don't want to do whatever. Main card time. This fight right here. I picked Umar to win. He won this fight. But I was just mad at what Cory Sandhagen was doing, bro. Like, in the first round, Cory Sandhagen was stuffing this man's single legs. And I was like, oh, Cory might actually come out here and win this thing. He stuffed Umar's 3 takedowns in that first round. He was landing low kicks, but Umar like got his back, and bro, Cory was getting out of there with a Granby roll, and he ends up on top of Umar on that round, and you just think, damn, Cory Sandhagen, you might do something here, dude. But then you kind of see this in the second round. Cory stuffs another, like, he was stuffing all his takedowns, but Umar switches to his back. But whatever, they get out of it. Both guys are kicking each other, low kicks, body kicks. It was a crazy scramble to end the round. But it was just like, bro, like, there's no offensive output from Cory. Like, Cory's just there, like, standing like an NPC, not hitting Umar with anything. He was just there, like, okay. In his mind, he was like, okay, I'm just going to win this fight by stuffing this man's takedowns and leg kicks. But I don't know if he was scared, like, if Umar was going to, like, Umar wasn't going to do crap, first of all. Umar just showed that he has no striking. O'Malley's going to wreck this man. He'll wreck any of these guys, right? These two right here. That's why I say give Figgy at least the title shot, because he showed that he can at least grapple, and he's definitely going to bring the fight to you. In the third round, Cory Sandhagen, no offensive output at all, just low kicks. And Umar literally just steals the round by just throwing more output. And it was so frustrating to see, bro. And I'm just like, Cory, do something at this point, because you're down 3. You're probably down 3-1. Not even, you're down 2-1 in this fight. In the fourth round, you're down 3-1 for sure, because he did nothing at all. All he did was, he didn't want to shoot for a takedown, first of all. And he's not even doing anything on the feet. And he's just there standing like an NPC, bro. Just, like, it was frustrating. Ended the fight, 5th round. Cory Sandhagen goes for a takedown finally, but he doesn't get it because obviously it's Umar Nurmagomedov. Whatever. Umar finally gets a takedown, gets on top of Cory. And this is what pissed me off. Cory Sandhagen had a chance to get an arm triangle choke right here, because Umar had his arm out, and he's just, I don't know, bro. Like I said here, I said Cory Sandhagen has good fight IQ. That sometimes that doesn't mean shit, because he could have got that shit. He could have ended Umar there, but whatever. Umar won this fight, and he wants a title shot. This man does not deserve a title shot. Like, honestly, O'Malley will smoke this guy on the feet. And if O'Malley does, well, he has jiu-jitsu, but if he does the same thing that Cory Sandhagen did with the takedowns, he'll win this fight. And overall, this card was okay. I wanted to talk a little bit about 308. Crazy card. I wasn't going to make a video for it, because Guru and Lucas Tracy and Bedtime MMA, all these other guys that you're probably watching are going to make a video about that. But, dude, 308 in Abu Dhabi. Was it Abu Dhabi or Saudi? It was Abu Dhabi, I think. Correct me if you want in the comment section. Brother. We have, if I can remember. Man, let me take if I can pull this up. No, I think I can remember. We have Ankalaev versus Rakic. Crazy fight right there. They did not give Ankalaev the title shot with Pereira. They said you're gonna get one more, and I'm happy he did, bro, because if you look at this man's resume, it's not really title shot worthy. It's not really like anything crazy. I still think if he uses his grappling really well, he might win Rakic. Gane versus Volkov. Confirmed for that. Made a video about Gane if you guys want to go see that. If you haven't seen that Gane video, go ahead and watch it. Gane hasn't fought in like over a year. I want to take Volkov for this fight because he's much more improved. And I feel like if he takes this to the ground, he definitely could win that fight. This one right here pissed me off a little bit. They gave Kazmat Robert Whittaker again. Like, what's going on, UFC? Robert Whittaker just finishes Iskra Maskalov, and you're going to give this man Kazmat. Good job. You killed Guram. Sean's gonna sit down, but we're gonna give you Kazmat. What the? I don't know. He doesn't get, like, I don't even think Kazmat should have even got in this fight, first of all, because, bro, it's like, how many times have you pulled out? How many times have you been hurt, like, sick? Of course, you could only fight in Abu Dhabi because, man, whatever. Doesn't matter. And then, obviously, we have Max versus Elia. It's so far, it's a card that's crazy. And the part that's sad is that they're giving the, like, I know the Abu Dhabis are paying for the Noche card in this one. You know, the Oilmen are just telling Dana, give us the good cards. Sucky McDucky. Dana's gonna Sucky McDucky them too. But, dude, it's sad, bro, that, like, Dana White stopped caring about the U.S. cards, bro. He's really stopped caring about the U.S. cards. He's throwing these better cards everywhere else. Like, because I'm telling you for sure this. If that card that's in Abu Dhabi was in the Sphere, people are selling their houses for those tickets, bro. I swear. They're giving up their life insurance money for that. Because that's a card right there to watch. That card right there is better than 300 for sure. For sure. That card is crazy. But the crap that they're giving us in the Noche card, come on, bro. You can't just have 3 fights carry us with Valentina Grasso, Sean O'Malley, Marab, and Ortega versus Lopez, bro. Like, look at the card that they threw for these Abu Dhabis, bro. It's like, I don't know, bro. I just wanted to talk about that for a little bit. But I'm JNaps MMA. I'm dropping a video pretty soon. Subscribe, like, man. I'm here, bro. You know, just subscribe and like for your boy right here. You know. And I'll see you guys in the next video. JNaps MMA. I'm out.